Hey there, Hydrohaven family. If you've ever looked at your garden with frustration because nothing seems to grow right, you're not alone. Poor soil is one of the most common challenges gardeners face, but I've got good news. Fixing it doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. Today, I'm sharing my tried and true 7-step method that has transformed countless gardens from barren to bountiful. Let's skip the fluff and get straight to the solutions you can implement this weekend. Step 1. Understand what you're working with. Before jumping into fixes, take a moment to diagnose what's actually wrong with your soil. Grab a handful and perform this quick test. Squeeze it in your palm. If it holds shape but crumbles when poked, you've got loamy soil. Congratulations. If it forms a sticky ball that doesn't easily break apart, you're dealing with clay. If it falls apart immediately, you've got sandy soil. Each has different challenges, but all can be improved with the same fundamental approach. Another simple test. Dig a 12-inch hole and fill it with water. If it drains in less than an hour, your soil drains too quickly. If water remains after 24 hours, you've got drainage issues. Understanding these basics gives you a starting point and helps track your improvement over time. Don't worry about expensive soil tests for now. This visual assessment tells you enough to get started. Step 2. Add organic matter, the magic ingredient. If there's one universal solution to poor soil, it's organic matter, specifically compost. Compost works miracles by improving soil structure, adding beneficial microorganisms, and providing slow-release nutrients. Apply a 2 to 3 inch layer across your entire garden area. Don't have enough compost? No problem. Start with what you have, focusing on planting areas first. Even a thin layer is better than nothing. For quick results, incorporate high-quality store-bought compost like Soil 3 or your local equivalent. Making your own compost is fantastic but takes time. When dealing with truly poor soil, I recommend investing in some quality compost to kickstart the improvement process while your homemade batch matures. 1 cubic yard covers about 100 square feet at 3 inches deep, worth every penny when you see the results. Step 3. Introduce beneficial microbes and humic substances. The secret to truly healthy soil lies in the microscopic life within it. While compost introduces some microbes, I found that adding specific beneficial microorganisms and humic substances dramatically accelerates soil improvement. Apply a good quality humic acid solution, available at garden centers, according to package directions. It improves soil structure and helps plants access nutrients that might be locked in the soil. For an extra boost, add a microbial inoculant containing mycorrhizal fungi and beneficial bacteria. These microscopic allies form partnerships with plant roots, extending their reach and providing nutrients in exchange for plant sugars. One application can establish colonies that persist for years, continuously improving your soil. The difference between plants with and without these beneficial microbes is often startling. Expect stronger root systems and improved resilience to stress. Step 4. Implement strategic mulching. Mulch is your soil's protective shield, and using it strategically makes a tremendous difference. Apply a 2 to 3 inch layer of organic mulch over your amended soil, keeping it pulled back about 2 inches from plant stems. Wood chips, straw, pine needles, or shredded leaves all work well depending on what's available in your area. What makes mulching strategic is choosing the right type for your specific soil problems. For clay soil, coarser materials like wood chips create air pockets that improve drainage. For sandy soil, finer mulches like shredded leaves break down more quickly, adding organic matter faster. For both, the layer of mulch moderates soil temperature, reduces moisture loss, suppresses weeds, and gradually decomposes to continue feeding your soil. This passive improvement system works 24/7 without any additional effort from you. Step 5. Use cover crops as living soil builders. If you have areas that won't be planted immediately, cover crops are your soil's best friends. These workhorses improve soil while they grow and provide additional benefits when incorporated. For fall planting, try a mix of winter rye, hairy vetch, and crimson clover. For summer, buckwheat and cowpeas work wonders. The beauty of cover crops is they do multiple jobs simultaneously. Their roots break up compacted soil. They add organic matter when turned in, and legume varieties even add nitrogen. The method is simple. Broadcast seeds over prepared soil, rake lightly to cover, and water well. When the plants reach flowering stage, either turn them into the soil or cut them at the soil line, leaving roots to decompose in place and using the tops as mulch. This green manure approach provides nutrients and organic matter exactly where plants need them. Even a short 6-week cover crop period between vegetable plantings can significantly improve your soil. Step 6. Apply targeted amendments for specific problems. While the previous steps work for most soil issues, certain problems benefit from targeted solutions. For overly acidic soil, below pH 6, add garden lime according to package directions. For alkaline soil above pH 7.5, incorporate sulfur or peat moss. If your soil compacts easily, add expanded shale or perlite to improve structure permanently. For clay soil, gypsum can help break up the tight structure without changing pH. For sandy soil that doesn't hold nutrients, zeolite or biochar provides permanent improvement to cation exchange capacity, meaning nutrients stay available to plants rather than washing away. These amendments aren't one size fits all, but they can dramatically accelerate improvement when matched to your specific soil challenges. Step 7. Maintain and build on your success. Soil improvement isn't a one-time fix but an ongoing process that gets easier over time. Once you've implemented the first 6 steps, maintain your momentum with these practices. Rotate crops to prevent nutrient depletion, add compost at least annually, keep soil covered with either plants or mulch year-round, and avoid compaction by using designated paths. Introduce organic liquid fertilizers as needed during the growing season. Fish emulsion, seaweed extract, or compost tea provide immediately available nutrients while continuing to build soil health. These gentle boosters support plants during their peak growing periods without the harsh effects of synthetic fertilizers, which can damage soil life. The goal is to create a self-improving system where each season's growth contributes to next season's success. Bonus tip: molasses as a soil energizer. Here's a gardener's secret weapon: unsulfured blackstrap molasses. This inexpensive pantry item is packed with trace minerals and serves as food for beneficial microorganisms. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons per gallon of water and apply to soil monthly during the growing season. The carbon compounds in molasses fuel explosive growth of beneficial bacteria and fungi, creating a thriving soil ecosystem that suppresses pathogens naturally. I've seen remarkable results using this simple addition. Plants show improved vigor within days as soil life multiplies and nutrient cycling accelerates. It's especially effective when combined with compost tea or after adding new compost to the garden, essentially serving as a catalyst for decomposition and nutrient release. Be patient. Truly poor soil won't transform overnight, but you'll see improvements faster than you might expect. Within 4 to 6 weeks, you'll notice better water retention, easier digging, and more earthworms. After a full season, plants will show significant improvement in health and productivity. By year 2, your amended soil will bear little resemblance to what you started with, hosting vibrant plants with minimal input from you. The beauty of this system is that it creates an upward spiral. As soil improves, plants grow stronger, contributing more organic matter through roots and residues, which further improves the soil. Eventually, your garden becomes largely self-sustaining, requiring only minimal maintenance to continue thriving. If you've been struggling with poor soil, I hope these 7 steps give you a clear path forward. Remember that every garden, no matter how challenging initially, has the potential for incredible transformation. I'd love to see your before and after results. Tag Hydrohaven in your social media posts or drop a comment below this video showing your soil transformation journey. If this guide helped you, please hit subscribe and share it with fellow gardeners who might be fighting the same battle. Together we can turn struggling gardens into thriving havens, one scoop of compost at a time.